Hey, hey, yeah, yeah.
Hey yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Lil Lee TV, and we back with another series, y'all. And right here in the series, we trying to retour the Celtics and get them to a championship, and the Warriors win a championship again. But we just lost 3-4 to the Bucks in the first round. That cannot be happening. Anyway, Curry with 28.7 points, 3.8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.8 steals, and a great field goal percentage as he is the final MVP for the Warriors. Dirk Nowitzki retires along with Paul Pierce. He also retires, and they are in the Hall of Fame. We're glad to have these two in the NBA, but now they're retired, and whatever they do for the rest of their lives, it's in the future. Right now, the retirements for the Spurs and the Mavericks, they have their jersey retirements for Manu Ginobili and Dirk Nowitzki. Right here, the staff, we got the new staff in the offseason. CFO and assistant GM Brad Stevens, still the head coach. Got a new assistant coach, and the head scout, also the trainer, are the same. And right here with the 27th pick, we need a center, and we go ahead and get a center in Nick Richards from Kentucky, 6'11", 240, man. Glad to have him on the team. Right here, Marcus Smart, we have to match his contract. And Aaron Baines match him too. And spicing up the team, we trade Gordon Hayward for Paul George, and the center Andre Drummond for our player Al Horford. And All-Star, we got the All-Stars in Boston. Yeah, that's good. Here's the rotation so far. And as y'all saw in the training camp, we went ahead and worked on Nick Richards, our center. We worked on him a lot. But here we go with the rotations. Kyrie, Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Jason Tatum, and Andre Jordan starting 5. Kyrie getting 42 minutes. He's going to be out there working for us. And Paul George going to be helping him a lot. We also got LiAngelo Ball and Newman, as y'all saw, Malik Newman. LiAngelo currently is in the G League trying to improve him. First scoring option, Kyrie. Y'all see how we running it. And we got to go ahead and get into this game. But before we get into the game, we looking at the Bulls stats. They had 50 in the last quarter, but they ended up losing. And stats are double, so I only played 5 minutes, and they're doubled to 10 minutes. So really in the game, it's going to say Kyrie had 12 and 2 assists, but it doubled, so he had 24 and 4 assists. Just like another series that's on my channel. As y'all can see right here, normalized played to sim minutes. So everything is doubled. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this game. Right here, we got a rivalry in Paul George right there. The 76ers and the Boston Celtics, we are 1-0 and they are 1-1. And we wearing the old jerseys from the 1950s. The bro hug right there. We getting here the starting lineups for both teams. Adding Tyreke Evans to the 76ers. Andre Drummond getting crazy rebounds. Here's the key matchup. Both of the great centers. And the jerseys from the 50s looking alright. And the 76ers jerseys are also from the 50s. That's how you know it's a rivalry. Got the jerseys from the 50s. It's been a rivalry since then. You already know we got to win this game. Right here, Paul George pump faking, going into the paint with a tough jam right there. Getting the first 2 points. Right here, Paul George pulling in his face. Splashing it right in Covington's face. Here's the rivalry. Right here, Paul George snatching back, pulling it. Splash, deep range. And we're going to speed it up a bit. Anderson did not like that three-pointer, so we're going to speed it up. They giving it over to Anderson. Anderson stepping back on Paul George. Going to the side a little bit, pulling it. Another one. And we're going to speed it up again. We're going to speed it up again. Paul George didn't like that either. Pulling on deep range. Splash! Off the backboard. That's a crazy play. Right here, Aaron Baines going in. The big man with the reverse layup. That's clean. Rozier stepping back with a few seconds left on the shot clock with the snatch pull in, and it goes in. Right here, the halftime report. As I said, I only play 5 minutes each quarter, so it's going to be quick, but stats are doubled. Anyway, the first quarter, I mean, it's been a tough game overall, man. Both teams been going off doing what they needed to do, and it's a close game. Very, very, very close game in the rivalry. That's what we expected. Kyrie doing his thing, Paul George especially doing his thing, and he getting a little bit tough with all the other players on the 76ers going in on him, pulling threes on him. And the second quarter, the same exact thing, except more the bench team. Both teams were doing what they needed to do with their bench, and their starters were in sometimes. Rozier with a crazy deep three right there. But right now, 26 and 26 stats are double, you guys. So it's really 52 to 52. Paul George doing his thing with 22 in the first quarter. I mean, in the first half. I said 22. Stats are double, man. Gotta let y'all know. Anyway, that's it for the halftime show, man. We gotta go ahead and get into the third quarter, second half of this rivalry. Tied up right now, going into the start of the quarter. Anyway, Paul George with the ball right here, statching back. Splash! Another three on Anderson, and right here, Brown, and again, Paul George is doing his thing. Can he be stopped, man? That's why it's dropping in. Paul George really has been helping Kyrie out here. Paul George again. No! Paul George, stop! And for the rest of the game, really, the Sixers ended up like going crazy on us. So 120 to 98. In the game, they beat us by 11, but, I mean, not 11, 21. But, I mean, that's going to be it for the game. They really beat us by 42. I mean, it was a bad game overall. Did I say 40? Bro, I meant 11. What am I talking about? 11, so they really beat us by 22. But, anyway, tough game, hard game, man. And, yeah, the rivals went crazy. But, Paul George with 48 points. Kyrie with 10 and 6, bro. We need 4 for 18, Kyrie. We need Kyrie to step up in those moments. But anyway, Paul George was really doing his thing out there with 48 points. But he couldn't even get the win with 48 because Kyrie only had 10. We put Paul George to help Kyrie, but not do everything. Come on, Kyrie.
Hey, I sit the lean in the car. My shooter rock out like guitars. Take his girl and I'm breaking her heart. Me and Game, we be shining like stars. Smoking dope.